The recent campaign to crash JP Morgan by buying silver is wonderful, not because it is likely that JP Morgan will crash, our tax dollars will bail them out before that happens, but because by spreading the message about buying silver, you are helping to educate people on what real money is, and in some instances, you are sparking someone's lifelong interest in reducing their debt and saving real money. The reason why buying silver is such a blow against JP Morgan is that there is evidence that JP Morgan likes to place bets that the price of silver will go down by buying shorts, and because they are one of the largest holders of silver and the creator of the silver ETF, they are in the position to do just that. Most would agree that this isn't exactly ethical. So when people buy and take possession of physical silver, they increase the demand for silver, raising the price, and therefore reducing JP Morgan's ability to manipulate the silver market. But more important than helping JP Morgan lose money is that people are convinced to buy an asset that will protect their financial future. So I agree. Buy silver. But here's another idea. Let's try to crash the head honcho, the central bank, the Federal Reserve. Not by buying silver, but by withdrawing your cash from your bank account. Let me explain. There are three very important ways in which the Federal Reserve and the United States government steals our wealth. The first and the most obvious is taxation. The second, less obvious, but known to many, is the fact that gold and silver were removed from the base of our currency. The third way in which our wealth is stolen is from what is called Fractional Reserve Banking. Fractional Reserve Banking works like this. Let's say the government needs money. Not so hypothetical, right? Maybe they want to bail out a bank, maybe they want to build a highway, or maybe they want to start a war. The government asks the Federal Reserve for money. The Federal Reserve then loans the government paper dollars at interest, meaning this act of money creation puts the US government deeper into debt. The larger fraud, though, is that this money is given to the megabanks to loan out to the American people at interest. Not evil enough for you? Okay, how's this? The banks can, in turn, loan out up to 10 times the amount of money they actually have in their possession. That means if a bank is loaned $1 million in paper notes, the bank is legally allowed to lend out $10 million. That $10 million is then deposited back into the bank by the borrower, thus creating money. Your wealth is stolen because the value of your dollar continues to decrease with each dollar the Federal Reserve loans to the government. This can be done easily now because more than 90% of our money supply is electronic. That is, simply a number in a bank account. So if just 10% of people withdrew the cash they held in their bank accounts, the entire paper money supply held by banks would literally run out. The banks can only operate under the condition that less than 10% of people want the cash that belongs to them in their possession. So by starting a campaign of bank runs, you will be exposing the Federal Reserve's fraudulent Ponzi scheme of fractional reserve banking that they are forcing on the American people. Withdraw all the cash you hold in your bank account. Put it in a safe. Put it under your mattress. Buy gold and silver with it. Buy storable food with it. It doesn't matter what you do with it, just don't let the banks do anything with it. Withdraw your cash from your bank. Crash the Federal Reserve.